Okay, if you're just getting into the Valley, or maybe you are experiencing your first season here, we have the coolest organization. It's all about science and also educating our entire community about some really amazing things that happen in the natural world and how to preserve them. And here with me this morning, I've got my girl Kira. It's so good to see you.
You too.
And so you typically come on and we get to talk about this really amazing film series that you guys do. Can you just tell us about this sustainable film series?
Yeah, for sure. So it's been going on for several years, and what we do is we show a film each month, twice a month. So we have one Up Valley showing, one Down Valley showing, and they're all environmental or sustainability focused documentaries. And then afterwards, we'll do a little bit of Q&A to chat about how it applies to our local situation here and what we can do in our community to kind of make a difference for whatever the film is talking about.
Okay, so this is amazing. So you can really, you get to watch these films, but then you also get to ask questions and then actually take some action steps toward making an impact, or at least, make sure that there's some kind of a conversation around it. So it's not just like, let's show you this movie and then make you feel bad about yourselves. No, it's really like, let's do something about it.
It's all about solutions and actions and just creating that community conversation.
And then you do these showings also in really cool establishments that have delicious food and drinks involved.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really nice if you're watching the film in the evening, you're going out of your way to watch it, to go ahead and get a bite to eat, maybe something to drink. So we show them at Loaded Joe's in Avon and at the Dusty Boot in Eagle.
And so from what I understand, there's also a percentage that goes toward Walking Mountain if you do decide to grab dinner and drinks, so even more of a good reason to do that.
Yes, exactly, and they're all great partners of ours, so we want to support them and they support us, and it's just kind of that local community type feel.
I mean, I love this about Walking Mountains. Now, tell us about the film that you're showing this month.
Yeah, so it's called Blue Heart, and the first showing is actually tonight in Avon at Loaded Joe's, and it's all about water, so it's about wild rivers and dams, but it focuses on the Balkan region in Europe. So in that region, they have some of the last free-flowing wild rivers that haven't been really altered by humans at all. So it's about trying to preserve those and talking about the effects that dams have on our waterways and our wildlife. Even though they can produce, great amounts of clean power, it kind of takes you behind the scenes to show you how it might not necessarily be as clean as we think.
Interesting. I certainly know nothing about the Balkan region, so this would be a great one for me to watch. Now, what time does it start showing at Loaded Joe's tonight?
At 6:30.
Okay, at 6:30, so plenty of time to get there, get your food ordered, settle in for a great film. And then if people can't make the showing tonight, then you do another one in 2 weeks, is that right?
Yes, in 2 weeks in Eagle, 6:30, Dusty Boot. And this month is special because the Eagle River Watershed Council is going to be there. So they're kind of co-host in that sense because they're our local water experts to talk about our local waterways and how stuff in the film might apply.
See, this is amazing because I think a lot of people, like myself, I would watch that movie and be like, okay, that was really interesting, but then not be able to necessarily tie it here. So the fact that you're bringing the experts to everyone, you have that great conversation. Such a cool way to just get involved in the community and educate yourself. And Walking Mountains, you guys have just such a vast variety. That's what I was trying to say. Variety of programming. So, Kira, thank you so much for coming in. It's always such a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks.
And make sure to see that movie tonight at Loaded Joe's, or make sure to go to Dusty Boot coming up in 2 weeks. And if you want more information about the programming that they provide on a daily basis, walkingmountains.org is the website. All right, coming up next, we have another look at what's going on with that local weather forecast. We do have a winter storm warning headed our way later on tonight.